Be the change. Be the change. We are one. I'm here, you are there, we don't even know each other. We are one big human family. You think about it? We all were born people. We were all plopped out here somewhere on planet Earth somewhere, sometime. And so all the rest is just details. All the rest of the stuff is just details. You and me, humans, we were plopped out on planet Earth somewhere. And so we are all one. Like if we could see each other as one human family, I believe it would make a difference already in how we experience being on this planet together. And so I am blessed to be a part of the one. I honor and cherish my brothers and sisters, all of you and us and we are one. I honor and cherish my brothers and sisters, past, present, and future, who journey with me. You are here, I am here, we journey together. Maybe you're not even here, you're somewhere else. We still journey together on this planet Earth, in this time and space. Differences and polarities are not a threat, but an alternative view and experience. I say thank God that everybody's not the same. Like that would be so boring. Like if everybody looked the same, liked the same, did the same, talked the same, dressed the same, we did the same, everything did the same, that would be so boring. You would have one conversation and would cover everything. Nope, it's a good thing. Differences and polarities are a good thing. Just accept it. You don't have to hang around the things that you don't appreciate, but you can just allow it to be somewhere else and allow it to be. And so differences and polarities are not a threat. You don't have to be threatened by it. You have your own autonomy, your own authenticity, and you can just be secure. If you know yourself, you're going to be secure in yourself. You won't be bothered by the other ones who are a little bit different. It won't matter. So what? They're like that and you're like that, and we're all a big happy family. We're all a big human family, okay? I embrace the shared experience of myself and others as eternal beings. And this is not just us being here on this plopped out on planet Earth with a name, a location, age, occupation, likes, dislikes, all that jazz, the ego that we create. This is about our soul, the eternal being. We are one. Underneath all the layers of labels, we are one. Also on the label land, we are still one. Like if we didn't have all the borders and all the differences and all like these groups, like we can't like each other because we have a different opinion, so we're against each other. And there's a lot of money being made on those against each other things. Like there's money being made, there's power being created, there's fear being created, there is control being created, there's all kinds of stuff being created because of the divisions. Like if we saw each other as one big, we don't even have to be happy. Like one, we are all here on planet Earth and we are all responsible for this planet that we live on it. Like not the household, but the planet hold. And so we're all responsible for it because here we are on planet Earth at the same time. So it's all of our responsibilities. Even in the flesh. In the spirit, absolutely. We are connected. This is me reaching to your soul too. So sometimes if your practical mind cannot understand or grasp or think it's a little bit weird, I'm sure that behind there your soul will resonate with it, because the soul language is pretty much the soul language. That's the beautiful language. The crown. So the crown chakra. I am one with my higher self. The higher self is like the potential that who you can be. Like when I was sitting there in my panic attacks, and now just an example to like, so maybe you can relate in your own life. Like, do you have situations where you've been completely sick, or you've been completely panicking, or you've been completely depressed, or you've been completely angry, or you've been completely out of sorts, completely off balance? Like I'm sure we all have at some point been completely off balance. And then, though, inside of yourself, you know what you're capable of. And so that knowing of what you're capable of, that is you knowing what your higher self, what you are, the highest you that you can be, the best version of you that you can be. You already know it. It's already inside of you. And in those worst moments that we have in our lives, you already know that I can do better than that. I am better than this, or I can be more than this. I can get more out of life than this. I can contribute more to the life around you than around me than this. And so we all know that at some point. So this is like, today is a reminder to maybe focus just a little bit on the top of your head and the connection that we all have with one another, and also to just maybe think about for a little bit that you are one with your higher self. You are that potential that you see in your head, the person in your head that goes to the interviews and is all go to the job interview. You're all confident, you sit down, you answer all the right questions, and you don't start blurting out like, that's my vision. Maybe I'll get better at that, instead of just start talking about everything and like fear talking, nervous talking, ha ha ha, all that stuff. So that was one part of myself that is my to-do list, my spiritual to-do list. These things I want to work on them, because they never do me any favors. And so I would rather be able to go there and be serious but professional and kind, but like not like giggling, and then be able to be there and be coherent and answer the questions and give good answers to the questions. And so that's just one example of how I can see my higher self, and I can work towards it with my spiritual work. And then maybe next time I go to a job interview, I will get the job because I worked on these things. And also the reason why I worked on these things is because I could see it already in my head that I'm capable of it. I can do it if I just practice a little bit, or I can do it if I just learn how to do it. Just have to learn how to do it first, and then I can do it. And so you can do things too. Like, you have something in your life that you want to do. You want to be able to be good at it, or you want to be able to excel at it, or maybe you just want to be able to be confident and give the answer back when people say something stupid to you. You want to be able to just answer it back eloquently, but put them in their place, or whatever, however. And so these things, you can see yourself acting that way in your head. And then you just have to reel yourself back into the moment, lean back into the moment. So you reel yourself back into the moment, make a little plan in your head, reel yourself back into the moment, and then you can write out the things. Like, from where I am now, what would I need to change within myself in order for me to be like that and to answer people like that? Or like maybe you don't, if you were less self-conscious, or maybe if you were less concerned about what other people thought about you, or maybe if you were less concerned about the opinions of other people, then you might be more capable of just trusting the present moment, being connected with the divine. We are all one. Yeah, the soul level. Yeah, back into the moment. Yeah, that's all the answers come easily there. So you be back in the moment, and you can sit there with the presence. And when you're in the presence, and if that's your intention, that you don't want people to walk all over you anymore, you don't want people to just come in and tell you how to feel, or come in and plant little seeds. Oh, you can trust me now. Yeah, well, when you say that, no, I cannot. I will not trust you when you come at me like that. No, bye, next. And then you can sort it out, because people come with all different people things. And so we are all one, but you don't have to let them walk all over you and be all lovey-dovey all the time. No, you have to set boundaries. And maybe they are unconscious still. You are conscious. You're here. You're trying to learn. You're trying to awaken your mind. You're trying to reel back into your soul and be okay with being the soul in this human experience. And so most people are not. They're completely conditioned, and they're completely identified with their mind and the labels. And so that's what you're working with. So when you respond to them from a soul level, mistake it not for being something silly, because you are having a bigger impact on that person. When you respond from a soul level to someone coming at you completely unconscious, you respond from a soul level, you change that person. When they leave you, they are not going to be the same. So that's the power that you hold when you find the present moment, and you can reply to the situations around you from the soul level. You are one with your higher self. You already are that version of yourself in your head that you wish that you could be, but you might just have to practice a little bit to get there. I am one with my creator. The creator is always there. The creator is always there. The creator always wants you to work on these things so that you can manifest and become that best version of yourself. That's who she, or whatever it created you to be, the best version of yourself. And all these other things are things that are being taught and pressed upon us from the school system, from our families, from our acquaintances, from the work area, from all these things that we experience in our life. So these things are being placed upon us, but that is not who we truly are. And the creator is there, always wants you to work on these things so you can get your dream job, work on these things so you can come respond to people and be authentic and respond to them in a way that changes them from the soul level. Now you're an agent for the good when you run around, and you be completely authentic from the soul level. And that's what the creator wants for you. And that's where you find the happiness. It's in the present moment, and you are already one with it. Behind your thinking, you are already one with it. Forgiveness. I am love. I am forgiveness, and I am connected to everything. I am the light of the world. I open myself to allow the universe to flow through me. Be open-minded. Have an open heart, open mind. See yourself as connected. Allow the energy to flow through. You're not just a little brick thing walking around here on planet Earth completely cut off from everyone and everything. No, your energy of flow, and the emotions and everything, the energy in motion, and your body in motion. You're movable, you move around, you do stuff, you have energy in motion. Everything is constantly moving. Be a part of that. Allow it to flow through you, and not to stop it. This is too much. We do it all the time. It's okay. These are things that you can work on. This is like, okay, I don't want to be stuck up and hold everything out all the time. I want to be able to go with the flow. Okay, so where am I now? What do I have to do to be able to move with the flow? Where is my restrictions at? How can I open it up? How can I be more present? How can I do these things? And so knowing thyself is always back to that. I am the light of the world. I open myself to allow the universe to flow through me. I am perfect just the way I am. Nobody is perfect. Everybody is perfect. You are perfect just the way you are. I am perfect just the way I am. And also, but it doesn't mean that I might not want to work on some things to be more able to accomplish the things that I want to accomplish. But it doesn't mean that I'm not already perfect. Like, I don't have to change it to become perfect or to be good enough. And you don't have to change these things to become good enough or to become perfect or any of that. You are already perfect the way you are. But you might have more benefits in exploring and experiencing this life, should you choose to work on these things, in order for you to become a little bit more like that higher version of yourself that you see in your head. The one that always knows what to say, the one that always gets the job, and the one that always gets the boy or the girl, the one that always do these things. And you can find that within yourself. You already are it, but you have to maybe just let go of some things that is not supporting you in that. I am perfect just as I am. I am open for guidance from source. And I talk about this all the time. And this is like the main thing. Like, when you become present, or anytime, when you pray about something, you pray, you talk, you meditate, you listen. You pray, you talk, you meditate, you listen. Like, it would be rude if you just came in here to me and you just sat there and talked for like 5 hours and then you left. And you never asked if what I had to say, or you never asked, like, you never wanted to hear my answer. That's how most of us pray. Like, we're unconscious, and then they tell us in church, you have to pray, and you have to pray and do that. And okay, I'm going to be a good church person. So I'm going to pray, and then I say my prayers, and I'm still unconscious. I'm thinking about things, and then I pray, and now I'm a good person, and I go into my life, and in my thoughts, I'm already planning what to do next. And maybe I even think about it now. I'm a good person. I can tell them in church on Sunday that I prayed every day. I pray for other people all the time. I do that. I'm a really good person. So, and now I can go into my life, and I can do the things that I need to do. And you keep planning and unconscious. And then whatever you prayed about, whatever you said, like, maybe there is the spirit, the guide is, the God is there, and they wants to say something to you, and you never listen. So this is why the meditation is so important, because you have to be still. Be still and know that I am God. Be still is because that's when you can hear the guidance. That's when you can hear the answer. That's when you can feel the answers. So it's very important to talk and also to listen. Find a way, find space in your life to meditate. How can you know if this we thing, this here crown chakra, if this stuff is for you? How can you know if this is something that you might be beneficial? It might be beneficial for you to work on it. So here are some of the things that if you have issues with, like obsessive thoughts, like thoughts coming over and over. I have one obsessive thoughts that keep coming over and over again, but I'm okay with it. So I'm going to keep it. It's my obsessive thought and I love it. So it's okay. But if you have obsessive thoughts that you don't want to be obsessing about all the time, and they keep around, they come around, and now you think about it again, it makes you feel bad, maybe it makes you feel angry, makes you feel upset, makes you feel whatever, however, And then these obsessive thoughts, this might be a blockage in your crown chakra. And so you might just want to sit there and meditate for a little bit and try and visualize this energy just flowing through you. Try and visualize it. Maybe you're being easily confused or distracted, like you're doing something, oh, bling, or something said something, oh, okay, I'm doing this, and then something says something, and they're like, are you sure about it? I used to do it all the time when people ask me, like, are you sure? And then I would be unsure. No, I don't know. And then I would be completely like that. Now I'm more secure, and I have more confidence because I worked on it. My higher self, I could see it back then. I am secure in these situations. I don't wiggle in these situations. I can trust myself. And so I had to practice it, going from one point to another point. But then, so if you get easily distracted or easily confused or easily swayed by other people, it might be a sign that you can focus on the top of your head, and you can focus on allowing the flow to come on through you and just be flowing through you and be energy in motion. Allow your emotions to be alive and to be, if you're feeling disconnected from everything, it's also like a sign that it can be closed off. Your head is closed off. Maybe you're always thinking, or you're always stressing or obsessing about things. So you never really take a breath. It's very tiresome. It takes a lot of energy to be in your mind all the time. If you don't have the ability to focus, like you cannot focus on the task long enough to do it, or you just have problems focusing, if you watch a movie, or you can't focus on it. If you read a book, you can't focus on it. If you have a conversation, you can't focus on it. If you watch a video, you can't focus on it because your mind is taking over. Your mind is going over. Maybe it's the obsessive thoughts that are coming back. Then it's the time to like start meditating, maybe just 5 minutes. Just bring yourself into 5 minutes of peace where your intention, set your intention. Now I'm going to listen and be still. And then you set your intention. You close your eyes. You find a comfortable place without falling asleep. And then you just sit there, maybe just set a timer for 5 minutes and do that. Maybe you're in depression. Be quickly tiring. It's about spirituality, peace, and connection. And I believe we can all be better connected. We can all open up a little bit. And so that was the whole thing. That was the whole download. Okay, then. So Esther and Abraham Hicks, though, the law of attraction. Okay, if you do this work on your crown chakra, you are going to be able to manifest a lot of things. It's going to come to you very easily. And that's when life starts to become really fun. And so Esther and Abraham Hicks says, life is supposed to be fun. Okay, it's supposed to feel good. Life is supposed to feel good. Look at this place we have, this planet Earth. It's like an amusement park. It's supposed to feel good. You are powerful creators, and you are right on schedule. No, you're not too late. No, you're not too old. No, you're not too young. No, you're not too this. You're right on time. Savor more, fix less, laugh more, cry less, anticipate positive more, anticipate negatively less. Nothing is more important than you feel good. Feel good. Just practice that. Feeling good. Just practice that and watch what happens. Beautiful light in me honors, loves, respects. The same unit, all one, same beautiful light in you. And until next time, namaste.